Liam Rosenior mentioned he mentioned the assignment, didn't he? A player missed their assignment in the post match. A lot of people picked up on it. I think he's getting a very unfair rap from external sources that want to pick apart every little word because he says things differently. Again, it's the same as every other manager says, but it's a different word that he's used for it. Yeah. But when that happens, Jace, because he's laying down a gauntlet a little bit, isn't he, to say, look, we know what we're doing here, we know where the problem is, we've isolated it, we can affect it. When you're coming up against Arsenal the week after, is there a little bit of additional pressure, or is that a good pressure to the team to say, look, I know you're better than that, we're not going to have that happen again, we've addressed it, we move on?
Well, yeah, I mean, probably a little bit of both. Do your job. As I said, collectively, individually, take some responsibility. So I don't think that we're very good at that. We know what Arsenal are going to do. What was interesting, actually, is we saw Maresca do it, and also we saw Liam do it, is clear the box. And he left 3 up. I expect him to do the same. I'll be disappointed if he doesn't, because Arsenal prey on chaos. They prey on bodies in the box, and they're very good at it. And as a defensive side, the chaos doesn't help you. Because the ball can bounce, he can drop, it can come off a shoulder, come off an arm, go in it, and then he can go in the back of it. I expect him to leave 3 up top.
Yeah.
And we've seen, actually, it's very, very well worked. What they've got to do, they should leave 4 back. They sometimes leave only 3.
Yeah.
And I feel that we can really capitalise on that. So I expect that to happen. Let Sanchez see the ball. Let him see the ball. Because when you've got bodies around, he can't come and claim it.
No.
He can't.
He's been very good at that this season, as you mentioned it earlier. He's been very good at coming and getting it and making sure that he takes out what he needs to with it.
Yeah, and it only takes one set piece like that, defended well, and Sanchez has been really quick on trying to roll the ball out quickly.
Yes.
And then we've got a 3v3 if they want to leave only 3 at the back, or even if it's 3v4. That makes our counter-attack stronger. Because now there is a link that can be formed with João Pedro, whoever the other 2 attackers are. He can actually link up with them and actually retain a bit of possession, or go for the jugular and try and get a goal. And it only takes getting that one corner right for the whole Arsenal team to start resetting in their mind how they go about doing the corners for the rest of the game. And because not enough teams have actually come up with creative ideas like that to stop them, it's just momentum. You let them take the first one how they want to take it. It causes the same chaos that we've discussed. They come close to scoring. More panic sets in. Then it's just the next one. Every time that ball goes out, panic starts in your defence, and anticipation and excitement starts in their attack, and it's just an ongoing snowball effect. So we've got to stop that from that
we expect him to leave 3.
He has to. He has to. I've been calling it for it all season. We're not strong enough aerially to deal with them any other way.
Where's the key battle then? Because Arsenal got so many players this season that are having an excellent season. Where's the one area, if you can isolate one, that you go, if we win that battle, we're in a good start?
Well, Saka on that side with Hato, if we expect him to play. I think, or Gusto might be out there. That battle, I think Saka will fancy his chances against either of those. If it was Cucurella, as we saw already, I think it's a very different proposition. If I was Arteta, that would be going, get the ball at Saka, get the ball at Saka, get the ball at Saka. Keep that mantra going. That's why I expect Pedro Neto to play on that side. His role is crucial. Double up on him. And I watched what they did at the weekend, Spurs, and actually it worked for a little bit. Jed Spence was there, they played a 3, and Van der Ven was coming out, and they were really aggressive with closing down. And then all of a sudden one of them switch off for the goal. One of them switch off. One of them. Saka goes in there. Who was it that come across? Was it Basuma?
I think it might have been Sarr.
Sarr comes across,
Sarr
right?
Got twisted up.
But that one little bit of space, just one area that Jed Spence gets called out. I don't know why Van der Ven's gone in there, to be honest with you. His job is to come back out and stop that.
Yeah.
But that area there, so if we can stop, and they've got other ways of beating you, of course they do, but if you ask me one key battle, that to me is the one. Win that, and you quieten them a great deal.
Is there a little bit of that noise as well from Liam Rosenior to go to João Hato, if it is him that we think will start, to say, this is your moment, right? This is if you can keep Saka quiet in a game where potentially Arsenal think they're going to ride off into the sunset and start the trophy parade at some point, if you can stop him playing, if you can get us over the line, all of a sudden, wow, the world's different.
Yeah.
It's a 2-man job, though.
It's definitely a 2-man job.
You do not want to see 1v1 with Saka against anyone.
No.
Hato, hasn't been in the Premier League long. That is a 2-man job.
I agree.
And whether it's going to be Santos that comes across to help him, if if Pedro can't get back, Pedro Neto understands and enjoys that part of the game.
Yeah,
he is going to be key. The pair of them, 1v1. I fear.
I can definitely see a world where he goes to a back 3 or 5 mindset, and he has Hato supported by Neto as a wing back, and Gusto supported by James as a wing back. Because of the injuries at wing, there's no Gittins. Garnacho doesn't play many games, and Estevar's a doubt. I could easily see him going into some sort of back 3 for this game and using Gusto and Neto as wing backs and going down that road.
But we need to have an attacking threat.
We need to have an attacking impetus about us, and some way for João Pedro to not be isolated in this game, and that heavily depends on Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer.
Because that energy that Gusto brings you is something that Enzo Maresca lent into quite a lot. We saw him play midfield in some big games as well. So I suppose there is a world that maybe he's someone.
Well, I think Santos was shamefully underused under Maresca.
Yeah,
and I think we're now starting to see, obviously, the relationship we had with Liam when he was out in Strasbourg. That's you can see that he trusts him. So that I don't expect Gusto to play in there. But if we do decide to play that wing back scenario, and we are tight and we are narrow, the roles of the two midfielders are going to be absolutely crucial. We need to stop gaps, because Arsenal are very good at moving the ball and finding space in areas where, even when it's tight, they manage to still look threatening. But I go back to the point I was making. We have to have an attacking threat. We cannot do that for 90 minutes. It's impossible against Arsenal.
Right, let's get to it then, boys. Now it's time for our Bet Builder with BetMGM. Remember, you can download the app or head to betmgm.co.uk for this one. Right, boys, let's start with Matisse. What are you going to go for, mate?
This has something to do with our ill discipline. I'm not going to lie to you. We have a lot of cards that we like to collect. And Arsenal, like you said, Jace, they're under a lot of pressure for the title run in, and they'll probably lose their heads a little bit as well if the Emirates pressure kind of get into them. So I've gone for over 5.5 cards in the game.
Okay, I love that, Jace. What you have?
That's a safe bet. I genuinely do. I think mine's a safe. By the way, over 9.5 corners. Arsenal play for corners. Arsenal love their corners. I expect us to win a fair share as well, but over 9.5 corners in the game.
Okay, I was hoping to try and find something about 84 plus seconds to take a throw in, or to wander over and a ball boy take it and throw it into the back end. But no, I've got 2.5 goals, over 2.5 goals, because I do think for Chelsea to win this game, it needs to be a bit of a basketball game. I think we saw Liam Rosenior's sort of game plan intelligence going into the second leg, and it's to keep it really quiet and tight. I think that will work to an extent, but I do think Arsenal are going to be so much more front-footed than they were in that game, because they have to win the game. And when it does open up a little bit, we've already mentioned that, Pedro Neto on the counter, João Pedro, the form he's in, I think it favours us a little bit. I think we'll concede because they're good going forward, but I think they are a lot shakier than they'll have you believe defensively. So I've gone over 2.5 goals. So our 3 are over 2.5 goals, over 9.5 corners, over 5.5 cards.
Yeah,
that seems fairly safe so far, Matisse.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like that.
So we're winning 2-1. Is that what you're saying?
That's what we need. That's what we need. Any win, I don't care if it's, I don't care if we have to beg, borrow, steal. I'll take it. Any win at the Emirates now.
It wasn't that long ago. Man United went there and won.
Yeah,
right. But their mindset was very different. He had a full strength team to pick from, pretty much. We're not in that category. We're never in there. But it'd be interesting again. Yeah, does he go right? Let's have a go.
Yeah,
let's have a go at this team, because the way you beat Arsenal actually is probably to go toe to toe with them. Show them you've got a little bit about you.
I think there's an element as well. If we are all sitting here going, we'll take a point. If you go there and show your hand and have a go and come away and you've got beat, I think everyone goes fair enough.
It depends how you do it.
Fine.
Depends how you do it.
If you go there, sit really deep and try and frustrate and you get beat 2-0.
You
get picked off.
Very little sympathy.
There's ways of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boys, brilliant as always.
Thank you, chaps.
Pleasure.
Up the Chelsea. Come on, let's go there and get something.
It's a massive.
We need to.
Right, okay, fine. That is all we've got time for today on Inside Chelsea. Thank you very much for your company, boys. Brilliant as always. This show is sponsored by BetMGM. Don't forget to download the app or visit betmgm.co.uk. 18+, gambleaware.org. Please gamble responsibly. Up the Chelsea.
Come on.